Hello, this is not your typical video, especially if you look at the title. But let's get right on into it, y'all. So this was not my plan, y'all. This was not my plan to come out and tell the world that I am intersex, but it just kind of happened. I don't know, but yes, I am a intersex woman, and I don't have any like elaborate speech on this, but I will tell you how I found out that I was an intersex woman and what I did to just fully accept myself. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So one thing about me is I've always been different from other people. And let's start with that. Even as a kid, I was always like the oddball. And being intersex explains a lot. And it explains a lot why I have been different. So if you don't know what intersex is, I'm dyslexic. So like, it's kind of hard for me to explain. It's not, but I'm just gonna play a video that's basically gonna explain to you what intersex mean and what it is.
Intersex is a natural variation in a person's body. It means someone is born with physical traits, like chromosomes, hormones, or anatomy, that don't fit the typical definitions of male or female. It's not a disease or something that needs to be fixed. It's just another way that human bodies can be. An intersex woman is someone who identifies as a woman and was born with these natural differences. Being intersex doesn't change a person's gender identity. It's simply part of their unique biological makeup. And just like anyone else, intersex people deserve to be seen, heard, and respected for who they are. It's important to understand that intersex is real, it's natural, and it's a beautiful part of human diversity.
Okay, so now that you all know what it is, I'm going to continue going on with my story. So I knew intuitively that I was intersex for a long time now. But I knew more professionally when I went to the doctor in middle school. I went to the doctor in middle school, and I started to get checkups. I started to get checkups, and the doctor was definitely like, she acted like she didn't want to tell me, but like she was definitely saying, okay, there are some things that are not normal here. There are some things that are not normal, but we kept on, going back to the doctor, never really thinking anything of it. So when I was in middle school, I got my first ever period, and one and only period. Let me explain. So when I was in middle school, this was around 3 a.m. in the morning. I was sleeping on the couch. I don't know why I had a room, but I was sleeping on the couch, and I got up to go use the restroom. Now, I will say, if you don't want to hear anything about period blood or anything like that, you can skip past or exit the video now. Okay, so now that I was getting up to use the restroom, I was getting up to use the restroom like normal, and then like I go to like flush the toilet, and I see like this like small streak of pink blood, and I'm like, okay, well that's not normal. I was educated on periods, I knew what it meant, so that's the first thing I think of, calling my mom, telling her like, hey. So my mom finally wakes up, she go in the bathroom, and she goes, yep, it's your period. You're starting to have your period. She told me how to wear a pad. She put one on me just in case, and I went back to sleep. And I woke up, and I looked at my pad to see if anything's changed, and I saw a little small like little trickles of blood, but nothing serious. So I'm like, maybe I'm gonna give it some time. Maybe it's just not gonna come on. Y'all, I kept that pad on, nothing happened. Changed the pad, nothing happened. So at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, is that it? Like nothing happened. No cramps, no pain, no nothing. So I'm like, this is weird. And so next thing you know, a couple of months later, I'm done with middle school. It's time for me to go to high school. So I'm in high school now, y'all. I went to the doctor, y'all. here's where things get crazy. I go to the doctor and she, this was before I got any pap smears. Like, this was like way before. I was scared, y'all, and I would not let that go on. So she had to look down there. She looked down there. She didn't see anything. So she said, okay, so we're gonna do the what is it called? Oh my God, it's like when you like if you're pregnant and they check the baby, but this time I'm not pregnant and there's no baby, but they get like the thing and they check down there. So that's what they were doing. They had like a machine that they could look down there and see what was going on. So that's what they did. They did that because that was more easier than getting a pap smear at the time because I was scared. So she looked and she goes, yeah. And she goes, yeah, things are definitely not normal down there, like I said. And she goes, your uterus is the size of a dime. Very small. And I was like, huh? And she goes, yeah, everything, like you have all the female part down there, but it's super small. It's small. Everything's small. And I go, okay. My mom, she looking at me, I'm looking at her, and she goes, yeah, I think we're done here. So she pulled the thing out, and then I go in the bathroom because I had to take so much water for her to go see, what's down there. And at this point I gotta pee. So I go in the bathroom to let all that water out I had to drink. And I overhear her and my mom talking, and she whispers to my mom, she's not going to be able to have kids. I overheard them talking, and I heard the doctor say that I'm not going to be able to have kids. I'm not going to have kids because of my body. Y'all, I was in high school. I was so, I was petrified. I was scared. So the doctor was like, yeah, okay, we're done here. We're gonna write up everything and send it to your doctor. So we leave because basically we just had like that small appointment. So we leave, we go home, and I cried to my mom. I'm like, why? Why is this happening to me? Why can't I just be normal? It was crazy. I was so scared. So I go to school the next day because I was going to Westover. I go to school the next day and I go tell all my friends, I'm in a circle at the lunch table. I say, hey, you guys, I'm not gonna have kids. And luckily the friends I was with at the time, they were very supportive. They understood. But for me, y'all, I was not okay. I was so sad because all I ever wanted was to be a mother. And to find out that I'm not gonna have any kids, it just, y'all. So anyways, life goes on. A couple of months later, we go to the doctor. I get the results back. The first thing that she said was, I can't tell whether you're a girl or a boy from your chromosomes, okay? Chromosomes. And then that's when my mama had walked out because she had a call. Somebody called her or something. And that's when she told me, she said, it seems like you're intersex. She said, from the results we got back, you're definitely intersex. And at the time, honey, I didn't know what that was. I did not know what that was. I was just like, okay. So I went home, everything was normal. But, oh, I'm sorry, I'm missing one thing. She did say, though, she said, if you want to, you can take medicine to have your period to come on. And that right there, I was like, I don't know about that. I ain't been getting periods all this time. I don't think I want them. So that was a no-go. I did not want any periods, honey. But I went home thinking everything normal. But then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. Intersex. Y'all. Tell me why I just was like, oh, okay. And went on with my life. Y'all, I literally, I didn't know. I couldn't really explain to y'all, but I was just like, intersex, what the hell that mean? I did look it up on the internet. I had internet at the time. I had a computer, but I did not look it up. I was just in my head, I'm like, intersex, what the hell that mean? I was like, these doctors with their huge words, I don't know what that mean. Because she broke it down, but she didn't break it down too much where I could really understand it. Anyways, life go by. Years later, I done been graduated high school. I'm still in my 20s. Next thing you know, it just hit me. I said, I said something is not right with me. I'm a grown adult woman. I don't have any boobs. I barely have body hairs. I don't have a period. I said something is wrong. I've been living my life like just normally, trying to avoid the whole situation. I said I'm tired of running. I'm tired of running. So I finally looked into what was intersex, and y'all, I didn't want to accept it. I looked everything up, and at the time I was talking to one of my friends, and I was telling him, I said, listen, I might be intersex. I was giving him all the information, and he was like, no, I don't think that's what you are, and that means transgender, which he was wrong. That's a whole nother thing. He was like, no, that's not what that is. You're not intersex. I was like, oh, okay, But even though deep down I knew it was, but like I just went with it because I didn't want to accept myself. Anyways, so shift the story all the way from that to last year. Last year was it. It was the year of fully accepting me. So I sat down, I went to the doctor, and I revisited everything. Turns out I am intersex. Y'all, at first I was just like going back and forth with myself, but I said, Deidre, you have to. It's time. I'm older now. I'm more wiser now. It's just time. So I cried and I said, you know what? This is me. I cannot run away from it. Because I was spiritual still last year. I was like, you know what? I'm spiritual now. It's just time for me to fully accept myself. So last year, for the first time, I fully accept myself as an intersex woman. And I'm here today to tell you, as a 30-year-old woman, I'm not ashamed of myself. I fully sat down with me. I stopped running because I knew intuitively, because I'm a psychic, I knew that I was intersex. I just kept running from it. I was like, no, I want to be a girl. I don't want to be a boy. Like, I was younger then, but I was like, no, I just don't want to be a boy. Like, what? I'm not a boy. I'm a girl. I'm a beautiful girl. And like, that just kept going on. Every time I would think about accepting myself, I would be like, no, but I'm a girl. But I'm a girl. That's weird. I'm a girl. I'm not a boy. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. But I finally realized you can't keep running. It's time. So I did. And it took me a while to find confidence in myself again, but slowly I just kept building up my confidence. I kept leveling up spiritually, and here I am. A year later, after accepting myself, and I fully love the skin I'm in. And now I'm finally telling my audience, you guys, that I am a beautiful intersex woman, and I'm proud of me. And if anybody else out there is intersex, just know that you are not alone, and I love you, and I wish you well on your journey. And that it took me a while to get here, y'all. It really did. And I just feel free. I feel free, y'all. I just feel like I can just relax. Like, now that y'all know the real me, I feel like I can just relax, because woo, it was a long time coming, y'all. It was a long time coming, and it was not easy, but it's out there. And I just want y'all to know that I am intersex, and I love me, and I will continue to live in my authenticity and continue to let my light shine. But with all that being said and done, thank you guys for watching. And if you understand, I thank you. And if you don't, that's fine. I still love you anyways. Bye. I may be intersex, but I'm still hot though. Period. Being intersex means I do not experience periods. I don't have a period. Oh, and I don't get musty. So I don't have to wear deodorant, y'all. I don't have to wear deodorant. It's clean. It smells good. There's no smell. There's no odor. Okay? Also, I have little to no body hair. Girl, like, period. So, also stop wearing bras because it ain't nothing there. And I feel like I wanted to wear a bra to make me feel like more of a woman. But bitch, that leash is gone. I'm still a woman, and I still look good without one. Okay? Period.